Hello, everyone. Just making sure my audio is working right. If you're watching this on a replay, go ahead and type hashtag replay in the comments. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I said everything else. I think I said everything else. So, welcome, everybody. I'm excited to be with you guys today. I was not live at all last week, I don't think. Um, Last week was social media marketing world, and I was like so focused on social media marketing world. But we're here today. We're talking about consistency and all the things. But I wanted to do something really quickly. If you are watching this on Instagram, I want you to tell me, do me a favor. Those of you guys watching this on Instagram, I need a favor. I need to know, what does this look like on Instagram? Can you take a quick screenshot? Let me see if I can log into my other account on sorry, I'm trying to see what my live stream looks like. Because when we're streaming on StreamYard, I know that StreamYard is more of a horizontal platform and Instagram is vertical. So I've been so like curious as to what everything looks like live. Oh, okay. I see now. Okay. So because we are um we're like we're horizontal, I'm showing up like this. It's like half of the screen or whatever. So I'll show you guys this. So if you're thinking about using StreamYard, sorry. If you're thinking about using StreamYard to be able to broadcast to Instagram, just note that you have potential of being off screen a lot, which is the downside of it. So as much as I like being able to be here with you guys on Instagram, I think that you guys kind of get the short end of the stick because it's like half of my face, which is not, nobody will enjoy. Okay. So because of that, I see why people come in and go out at Instagram. Like anytime I go live and I am like using StreamYard to stream to all the platforms, I watch Instagram numbers go up and then like way down, up and then way down. So I don't think that it's advantageous to use StreamYard on Instagram right now. So if you're here on Instagram and you want to watch what I'm getting ready to talk about, ask questions and all the things, come, you can do a couple things. You can come to YouTube, Kenya Kelly, TikTok, Kenya Kelly, Facebook, Kenya Kelly. I'm on all the other platforms, and they all have the horizontal experience. So sorry, because it's not really fun for like the person that's watching on Instagram. It's not really fun for you. Okay, so I'm gonna hang up on Instagram a bit, but if you want to watch this live, come on to Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I'm streaming on all those, or LinkedIn. I'm there. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. So let's get started. So welcome everybody. If you guys are live, let me see on TikTok. Everybody say hi on TikTok. You know, a lot of times I can't really see everybody on TikTok. So let me always pull up my phone because let's see. So it's not showing me that I'm live on TikTok. Let me see. Hang on, you guys. I always like to see all the questions and comments and all the things. Okay. All right. So trouble there. All right. All right. Save changes. Okay. Hey, happy Monday. Okay. All right. Perfect. I'm live. Thank you so much. Okay. I can see it now. Okay. Awesome. All right. So, welcome everybody. So, today we're having a little conversation. We're talking about consistency. And I want to be able to answer some questions of you guys. But let me go ahead and go into it first. So, okay. One of the things that I know about being an entrepreneur, building a business, is that it is going to take a lot of work, right? So, like, if you guys can agree that building a business, whether it's full time or part time, is a lot of work. If you agree, just type the word work in the comments, okay? Just type the word work in the comments, okay? Now, I have been an entrepreneur for basically around 20 years, right? I had off and on. I worked a full time job, got into entrepreneurship, worked full time, got into entrepreneurship, right? And so it has been, whether I'm working full time at a job or I'm working my business, it's still work, right? And listen, we all have these like moments in time where we're like, we just don't want to work. How many of you guys would say It's Monday. I don't want to work today. If that's you, just type me. That's me. Well, listen, that was really me last week because I was on my cycle last week and I was just like, girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I'm just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. That's how I was just like, I just did not want to work last week, right? And then when Monday rolls around, I don't want to work. I just don't, right? But I show up because this is my business. You know what I mean? And when I had a full-time job, I showed up because I had a job and I needed to show up for my job in order to be able to get paid. Does that make sense? So it was kind of like, but here's the deal. Like, if you are going to basically be successful at anything, you're going to have to be consistent. Okay, I'll give you a very funny example. So, if you guys haven't noticed, my teeth are really straight right now. Now, I'm missing a tooth here. Wait, wait, missing tooth here and I'm missing a tooth here. So your girl's got to get an implant. But for the most part, my teeth are really straight. See? And the reason they are really straight is because last year I got Invisalign, right? And the way that Invisalign works is that you have to change out your trays every 2 weeks. Like they give you like all these trays and you have to change them out every 2 weeks. And you're supposed to wear them all day, every day, right? For the length of time of you're supposed to be wearing Invisalign, right? And when I got those, I was like, this is $4,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And so I was like, I remember when I was in high school, I had gotten braces and then middle school, high school, middle school. I think it was middle school, whatever year it was. I got braces and then, had perfectly straight teeth. And then I had to have these teeth removed over here because they were a mess. And then all my teeth started to move. So then I had these big gaps or whatever, right? And so I decided to take some of the money that I had made and invest it into Invisalign, right? And the only reason why my teeth are straight today is because I consistently wore my retainers. Right now, you guys see my hair today. Years ago, when I had cut off all my hair to watch my hair grow out natural, it was this short. I mean, it was really, 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 really short. Right. I wonder if I can find a photo. Let me see. Let me see real quick. I think I have one photo in my phone, one of my hair when I cut it all off many years ago. Here it is, right here. Found it. Okay, so this was my hair, like maybe like a month after cutting it all off. Can y'all see that? Really short. I had somebody who was basically twisting my hair every 2 weeks into this style, right? And I had to be consistent with taking care of my hair, but I had to just be consistent with my hair. And so, like now today, my hair is down here. So when I like straighten it, it's all the way down here, right? Consistent. And so a lot of people see me on TikTok and they see me at like 400,000 followers or whatever. They see whatever our business has done in revenue. They see me speaking and teaching and being invited on stages to speak and events and all that type of stuff. And they see all of that. But what people don't realize is that I have been consistently showing up even when I didn't want to, even when it would be understandable that I did not show up. Okay. Now let me explain that. So years ago, y'all have heard me talk about it. I've gone through a divorce. And when I found out that my ex-husband was cheating, I had a hair show the next week. And I was like, I had to still do this thing because people had paid their money. It was a whole thing. I had to show up. And so I did. I was hurting, but I still showed up, right? When I decided to start my business back in I think it was 2016, I was working from home. I was in network marketing and I was making six figures in my network marketing company, but I wanted to have my own business. I didn't want to rely on my network marketing business to pay me. I wanted to have my own business. And so, but I didn't have an audience. Nobody knew me. Nobody knew that I knew anything. Nobody wanted to hire me for anything. Nobody knew that I had years of experience or had read all these books. Nobody knew anything about me. And so the coach that I had at the time was like, you're going to have to show up consistently. You're going to have to show up consistently, and you have to build an audience. Okay. Y'all write that in the comments. You have to build an audience. Okay. Let me make sure I can see everybody on TikTok, because sometimes I can't see folks on TikTok. Okay. I'm on my phone. Okay. So you have to build an audience. So y'all write that in the chat. You have to build an audience. What does that mean? Okay, so you guys saw me put on some lip gloss a few seconds ago. This is Rihanna's, was it chocolate something, right? Let me see. Hot Chocolate by Fenty Beauty, right? Now, guess what? We all remember when Mr. DJ came out, Mr. DJ, something on the replay, right? Remember that when that song came on, that sound, whatever. She didn't launch Fenty Beauty back then, right? She didn't launch Fenty Beauty when she had the sound Umbrella. She didn't launch Fenty Beauty after she had the whole situation with Chris Brown, right? She did not, because she had to build an audience. People were buying her records or albums or whatever, but they weren't really sold so much on the Rihanna brand yet. Does that make sense? She was building a massive audience. Whether she knew what she was building it for or not, she was building a massive audience. And so when she did launch Savage Fenty, or Fenty, one of the Fenty in general, right? And then all the different things that go along with Fenty now, you know, like now Rihanna can launch something. She can like, and then people are like running to it, right? And so when we look at, like, let's just say you're a content creator and you create content online, right? So initially, when you post content, nobody knows you exist. People aren't watching your content like that. So, for example, I have a second account on TikTok, which is called the Kia Kelly brand, right? And when I post content on my main Kia Kelly account, I can get a couple hundred views like that because we have 400,000 followers. When I post something onto the Kia Kelly brand account, it can take hours to get 10 views, 20 views, 100 views. It could take forever for a video to pick up any kind of steam on TikTok, because there's not an audience on that account. There's an audience on the Kia Kelly account. Not, sorry, I'll take my allergy meds today. I'm like, why's my nose itching? But I think it's probably allergies. It's been raining like crazy. Anyway, what was I saying? So like the Kia Kelly main account has a lot of people connected to it. The Kia Kelly brand account does not have a lot of people connected to it. So it takes a while before that picks up any kind of steam. A while before it picks up any kind of steam, right? And so the same thing goes for what it is that you're doing, right? So I have a friend, and his account on Instagram has like 600,000 followers on it. He posts something like that, views, comments, likes, shares, all the things, right? My account has 20,000 followers on it. I may get 10 views, 20 or 30, 50 views, maybe. And it just takes a little while before it starts to pick up any kind of steam, right? Because the audiences are different. He has way more than I do on that particular account, right? And so on my account on TikTok, mine will pick up steam a lot bigger than his will, because I've been consistently there for a while and my audience is bigger on that particular platform, right? What am I saying to you? What I'm saying to you is this. How many of you all have some type of financial goal? Like, what is you guys, let's just say, what's your financial goal for 2023? Anybody tell me, what is you guys' financial goal for 2023? And listen, this is not to shame anybody. This is not to say you should be going after 6 figures, 8 figures. No, this is just to ask, what is your financial goal for 2023? Right? Like, I just curious. Again, I don't really care what the number is. I just want to see that you guys have a goal. Okay. Now, any of y'all love Trader Joe's? I do. I started drinking this like sparkling water by Trader Joe's. There's sugar in it, which is why I like it. But yeah. Okay, 3 million. Okay, 3 million is the goal. $65,000 in sales. Okay, anybody else to buy a condo? Ooh, buy a condo. Me too, girl. Me too. And I want to buy a condo, something, but California is like, woo, Jesus. Get my business structured right. Okay, got you. Margaret, $100,000 a month. Got it. Love it. Okay. So, every single person that has posted a goal here, what would you say is keeping you from getting to that goal? Right? Every person that posted a goal, tell me, what do you think is keeping you from reaching that goal? Right? So, for example, one of my goals has been to lose 50 pounds. What is keeping me from reaching that goal? Me, right? Because I have these moments where I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I just love my bed, right? And so, like, I don't get up and exercise. Now, I will say that I was very consistent for an extended period of time until I got bladder stones in December. Have y'all ever had bladder or kidney stones? You can barely walk, let alone exercise. I was like, mm-mm, mm-mm. And I had them for like 2 months until they finally passed. I know it's crazy. It was crazy, right? And so now I'm just trying to get back into the rhythm because I just passed them like 2 weeks ago, right? So I'm like, okay, like get back into the rhythm, get back into the rhythm, right? So me, it's keeping me from doing that, right? Let's see. So what's keeping her from making $3 million this year is the algorithm. Now, sis, it ain't the algorithm. You could because listen, it ain't the algorithm because you know you can run some ads, right? You can run those ads, and then the algorithm can't mess with you. Okay, let's see. She said the algorithm. I love it though. I love it. I appreciate it. Let's see. Staying consistent, fear, procrastination, self-discipline, lead magnet funnel course, low energy. Okay, all right. So the person that says that consistency is keeping you, what is the reason that consistency is keeping you? What's happening, right? Flora says $500,000 a year. Come on, girl, let's go. Okay. So the person that says that consistency is keeping you, what's causing that, right? So people ask me all the time, how do you stay consistent? Right? How do you stay consistent? Well, one of the things that I tell people is one is the truth that one, I'm not the smartest person. I'm not the most skilled person. I don't know everything. I don't have access to all the things and all the people. I just don't, right? And so, because I don't have access to everything that I need or have all the money in the world or whatever, right? Then I know that my consistency will beat other people's inconsistency all day, every day. My consistency will outwork anybody's inconsistency all day, every day. So, when I was first marketing my business on TikTok, it wasn't because I knew what I was doing on TikTok. It was because I was consistent. So, whereas some people would post here and there every once in a while, I was consistently showing up. So, I remember when I had launched my brand design business, and somebody said to me like I think it's like a year or two later, and she was just like, Kenya, I watched you show up every single day. And she said, she was like, I didn't know how you were doing it. She said every day you would show up and you would do your live stream every single day. I watched you when you went to divorce and you would show up every single day. How did you just keep showing up? And I said, because I knew that if I was going to be successful, then I had to like develop a discipline in myself to show up. Right now, did I always want to do that? No. Do I always want to show up like and sending my community emails or creating TikToks or reels or posting things? No, I don't. Sometimes I just want to do nothing. I want to sell everything and move to a place where I can live off $100 a month. I'm being dramatic, but you know what I mean? Sometimes I just don't want to do anything. I just don't. But I do it because I know that the ultimate goals that I have require me to be consistent, right? That's kind of like when we think about friendships. If we want to have successful friendships, then one of the things that we have to do is be consistently willing to show up for people. Right? That doesn't mean always spending all your money. That doesn't mean that always everybody pulling on you and never offering or giving. No, that just means that you consistently are just checking on people. You're not just waiting on somebody to always say, how are you doing? Or how can I help you? That you're actually reaching out and you're saying, hey, how are you doing? How can I support? You're asking and you're showing up for other people, right? I'll give you an example. So I have some friends of mine that, spoke at Social Media Marketing World. I spoke on Tuesday, and then some of them spoke the in the day Tuesday and then all day Wednesday. Listen, listen. I was tired, right? So here's the deal. I am very high energy and I get nervous before I speak. So I was already frazzled because I was in the biggest room I've ever been in to speak regarding TikTok, and I was just nervous, you know what I mean? And so I was feeling all those feelings. Then I forgot to bring flats. So I had to walk from the hotel to the convention center, all throughout the convention center. And then when it was time to walk back to the hotel, it was raining. So I'm walking back to the hotel in heels on the concrete. By the time I got back to the hotel, that my feet hurt so bad. I could feel the blisters forming in both of my feet. I could feel it. And I was just like, okay, like I've got two options. Like, this is the day when I spoke. This is a good time to still be present, connecting with people. And I just did not want to show up. I did not want to show up. I put on some socks, I put on some tennis shoes, and I was still cute in my outfit. And I went back to the convention center, right? That night, there was a speaker party. I was like, okay, I can't go for all the hours, but I can go for a period of time. And I did. I went for a period of time, right? That next day was when all of my friends were speaking. Listen, I had every reason to stay in. I was tired. But I said, no, Nikki is speaking at 10 and Austin is speaking at 11. And somebody else is speaking at, I think it was like Diana speaking at 1:30, Natasha speaking at 2:45. And I was like, this is what we're about to do, right? Now, on the way walking over to the convention center, the rain got me. So I started looking like a chia pet before I ever hit the convention center room. And I was like, no. I went into the bathroom, was like, let's just figure this out. And I started like twisting my hair down. And I like found somebody and was like, hey, can you pin this down? Can you do this, do this, whatever? And guess what? I got in to see Nikki. I got to see Diana. I got to see Austin. I got to see Natasha, and I supported people. And like, it's not that they asked me to or they required it. It was me choosing to support them because I want friendship. It's like supporting them, right? And so the same thing goes for my business. You know what I mean? Like, I like say to myself, I'm gonna show up no matter what, right? And the people that show up on a regular basis, though, these are the ones that actually went out because they're constantly showing up. We hear about some of these people that have blown up on these social platforms, and you're like, why? A lot of times because they just kept showing up. They just kept creating content. I had somebody the other day that said, I this person was Amy Porterfield, big time, multi 8-figure business owner. I mean, just successful, right? And somebody else was at the stage with her in the beginning before anybody ever knew she existed. And I said, well, the reason why Amy is successful, not this person, is because Amy kept showing up. I was on Amy's webinars years ago when they were not awesome, right? But now today they are absolutely incredible. But she kept showing up. She didn't stay back there at the webinar that I saw. She kept getting better and better and better and better. And that is one of the things that I continuously say to myself is that, Kenya, where you not are now is not where you're always going to be. It's just not. Where you are today is not where you're going to always be. You're doing great, but you're going to do even better the more you keep showing up, the more you keep showing up, and the more you keep getting better and better and better. And so the same thing goes for you. If you are saying, hey, I want to have success in my business this year, I want to hit $65,000 in sales, $500,000, $3 million, $100,000 a month. I want to buy a condo. Whatever your numbers are, or like whatever the experience is, then that means you're going to have to make a decision that you're going to be disciplined and you're going to show up. You're going to have to invest more than likely in someone helping you with a lot of things you need help with. That means you're going to have to make some sacrifices. I was watching something random. And I just remember, like, back in the day when I was trying to build my business, I didn't get my eyebrows done for like a year. And it's not a whole lot of money, but it was like $8 back then. And that $8 every 2 weeks, $16 a month was adding up. And so I was just like, I'm gonna take that money and put it towards graphics to get design from Upwork or like Fiverr for my business. And that's what I did. And so eventually, when I was making enough money, I went and got my eyebrows done. You know what I mean? And I know it sounds really small, but it's like, it's these little things. It's these little things that we choose to do that helps take us to the next level. Does that make sense? It's like, listen, I could easily just post reels, post TikToks, send emails, right? I could easily just do that. I could easily just run ads for my business to make money, but I'm also like, I want to show up for you. I want to show up for my community, the people that support me. I'm like, I want to show up and I want to try to help you with your business, right? And I could easily just not, but I'm like, no, I'm teaching a thing that I'm preaching. And so I'm like, this is me continuously showing up. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, what kind of questions you guys have? Anybody got any questions? I was being funny about the eyebrows, knowing I'm gonna go get my nails done today. I went Saturday to get my nails done, and it was, I don't even know what happened, but they weren't ready. Let's just say that they weren't ready. So I'm like, okay, let's try it again. Okay, it's today at 5. All right. But what kind of question you guys have? Hey, Leslie. No, that's not Leslie. Hold on. I don't know why I said Leslie. Break the silence. I don't know why I called you Leslie. Um, Random. All right, let's see. What kind of question? Does one still have to get to 1,000 followers to go live? Yes. You still have to have 1,000 followers on TikTok to go live. I don't know why it is. It's just how they have it set up. You're welcome. So thank you for pouring into us. What's the best way to run an ad? Number one, content wise. Uh so for me, when I'm always looking at running ads, I always look at my competitors' ads. So I'm not an ads person, meaning I don't know how to do them, but my ads team does. And I'm always just like searching. So like we have a folder in my Google Drive that has like marketing inspiration. So I look at all these people that are running ads, and we look at their ad copy and all their videos, their images, their videos, all that. We copy all of it. Listen, I'm not no, hold on, I say this. I'm not saying we replicate it. I'm saying we just copy it and we put it in a folder for inspiration, right? So that when it's time for us to run ads, like we're looking at successful ads. And so then we read their copy and say, huh, and we're just reading it and rereading and read it. And then we write our copy, right? We look at their images, we look at their videos and go, huh. And then we create ours, right? So then we start to test it and we see what is working. We start tweaking it, try this and try this. And then we try this and try this until we get to the right thing that works for us. And then we go gangbusters on that, right? So what we learned is that when we use when we use something that's kind of like trendy on TikTok, it may not be trending today, but like trending in the past, and we've made it about my business, we've noticed that the videos like that work really well. So there's that sound of the of excuse me, there's a sound on TikTok where people are like, you can hear the sound of like sales are being made. It's like a bunch of sales, and you can hear like Shopify going off or whatever. And there's a video of me where I'm like looking at my phone like, this is what it looks like when you make sales in your business because of TikTok. And so one of our ads is running with that, right? But then the ad copy is talking about the thing that we're selling, right? And so we're like always looking at what is working well for others, and then we try it, test it, and then tweak it. As you grow your presence on TikTok or other platforms, what else should I do behind the scenes? What you should be doing behind the scenes is creating a process for what you're doing. So as of right now, our team, because like we have never created a content calendar. Sounds crazy. Because I've been so busy running the business, right? So like this week, my focus has been me learning how to create my own content calendar, because I've been trying to hire a social media manager forever. And a lot of people say that they're social media managers, but they're not consistent. They don't respond to emails, right? When you're like, even in like the proposal process, they're not up to date on what's actually happening on Instagram or what's actually happening on TikTok. They, whatever, right? And so I've gone like, okay, so in order for us to find the perfect social media manager for us, we need to have our detailed process. We do this like this on these days, and we just have it all kind of written out. And so I have to develop what does that look like for us, and then my assistant turns it into a process, and then we hire a social media manager to do our process. Otherwise, he or she will say, well, I've got this process over here, and then that pulls us over there. But if we have our own thing and we're just bringing somebody into our fold of how we do things here, does that make sense? So you got to have processes. How do you balance posting your content across different social media platforms? So for me, I would say that it's fairly easy. And here's the reason why. Because most times I will shoot. So, okay, if I know that I want to post some reels, right? Then what I typically will do is, before I ever start posting, I'm always scrolling. And when I see good content inspiration, I'll just take the link to those videos and I'll put them in my notes folder as content ideas, right? And then what happens is that when it's time for me to create content for reels, I have all these videos in here that I'm like, okay, here's all the videos I want to shoot for reels. And I just batch record a bunch of different reels, right? Same thing goes for TikTok. I may save them into my favorites, but also put them in my notes folder. And then when it's time to record, I will then batch record. But what we are focusing on right now as a company is of course having this content calendar. And we're like, okay, here is what we need to shoot for the month of April, right? And so instead of me like doing it like once a day, once a week or whatever, it's like we're doing it all in like one sitting. So I'm like plotting and planning it all out. Right. I am determining like this is what I'm going to say on this video. This is going to be the description. This is going to be the hashtags. A lot of work, right? And we'll do that over the course of a couple days. Once we have all that and the videos are recorded, now it's time to schedule. But what I had been doing was I would do that at a week at a time or a couple days at a time, which is not it's not productive. It's just too much always like if something comes up, then nothing gets shot, right? So we are intentionally planning. So right now I'm planning out all the content for April, right? Not for March, like because I'm like, okay, let's just focus on the future. And so we're planning out all this stuff for the month of April. So that way now we're able to like schedule and all that type of stuff. Okay. And so that's what's going to make it a lot easier. Now, it doesn't mean that it's easy because you still have to go to Instagram, you still have to go to TikTok or whatever, because most social media platforms will allow you to schedule using a scheduling tool, but they prefer you get the best reach from your content when it's actually posted from the platform, right? Now you can actually go into Instagram Reels and you can schedule it. You can schedule things in TikTok, desktop, not mobile, and all that. But each platform really prefers that you not use a scheduler. I got cat hair in my hair. I can see it. Y'all can see that on screen. I was like, I can see that cat hair. Anyway, okay. Oh, thank you for the gift. I never had that gift before. Let me see. More questions. For example, I have an art account, but I don't want to seem like I'm copying and pasting. Well, most people that watch you on TikTok are not watching you on Instagram, right? People that watch me on YouTube Shorts are not watching me anywhere else. They're just, for the most part, they're not. People that see me on Facebook Reels are not typically following me anywhere else. Typically, not always, but typically. Any other questions? Oh, what customer relationship manager program do you use? CRM, is that my email marketing system? People always use those words to me, and I'm always like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Kartra. Kartra has our emails and it has our courses. I think it's what you're talking about, Flora. Every time people ask me that, I'm always like, I don't know. We also have ClickUp as our project management tool, but I'm like, I'm always so confused when somebody asks me that question. So funny. Now, okay, I do have to go and like feed my cats. I'm supposed to get my nails done at 5. I'm supposed to meet somebody at dinner at 6:30, and I'm like, I think I'm setting myself up for failure. So I'm like, let me leave work early, go feed the cats, go sit in the nail salon, and if she's running behind, then I'm gonna have to reschedule my appointment with her because I'm like, that may not work too well. Because I promised this girl I'd meet her at dinner for 6:30. So I'm like, okay, I definitely have to be on time for 6:30. But the nails can like Whatever. How do you stream more than one platform? So I use a tool called StreamYard. So if you use StreamYard, you can stream on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. The downside with Instagram is that like StreamYard is horizontal, and so you like end up showing up like this. And I think that I'm not really sure how I'm showing up on the FYP on TikTok. Let's see. Okay, for those of you guys that watch this video on TikTok and you saw me on the FYP, did y'all see me as horizontal or did you see me as vertical, and was I cut off at all? I'm curious. Because as much as I love using StreamYard, if it is causing me to be cut off, like you see half of my face, then I'm like, you know, horizontal. Okay, cool. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Like a movie screen. Okay, good. Awesome. Okay. All right. So a couple things, you guys. So we would love if any of y'all want to work with us. Right now we're doing a TikTok account management. And so we just rolled this out this month where you are able to hire us to, first of all, I will give you all the strategy for your content. We will then write all of your content, like your content ideas, your content script. You will shoot the content, give it back to us, and we will edit it, post it, hashtags, descriptions, and we will comment for you. Okay, so those of you all that are saying, hey, I want very high level assistance with my TikTok account, then you want to apply for a TikTok account management. Okay, so in all of our bios, so whether you are watching this on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, wherever, there's a link in my bio. And if you click on it and scroll down just a little bit, you'll see where it says TikTok account management, and you can apply to work with us. You just fill out a form. It's very simple. And then we look at the form and I respond to you within 24 to 48 hours. And then we will set up a call to talk about how we can manage your account on TikTok, if that interests you. So if you're like, hey, I want account management, then there's a link there. Otherwise, we have digital courses. You can book me one-on-one, all types of stuff. But right now, we're more so focused on those people that actually say, look, I want to do this. I just want to record the content. And then you all do all the work for me. There's a link in my bio for all that. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't see any additional questions. No, you're not cut off. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. I'm going to go home, feed my cats, and I need to go and to the nail place. I probably will have to reschedule that. And then I'm going to dinner with a friend of mine. Okay. All right, guys. So I will chat with you guys later. I want you to come up with a plan for you to be consistent. Okay. The more consistent you are, the more success you're going to have, whether that is saving for a house, whether that is dating, whether that is weight loss, whether that is money in your business, whatever it is, you have to be consistent. Consistency is what works for everybody. It's like right now it's March Madness or like college basketball. It does not matter if you are the number one seed. They just got knocked off. It don't matter. It's who is consistently showing up during the game, period. Who is consistently showing up during the game, making baskets, running defense, period. That is who is going to win the NCAA tournament. Okay, that is who wins in the game of life, right? It's like when people think about like getting married or whatever, it's who is showing up consistently, healthy in relationships wins. Okay. All right, guys. So I love y'all. Again, if y'all want to work with me, click the link in my bio. There's all the things to work with us, and specifically account management if you want us to manage your account here on TikTok. Okay. All right, guys. So I love y'all. I will see you guys tomorrow. I will show up again tomorrow. Okay. Bye, guys.